So what's up, crazy bitches? Today we talking about getting flued out. We have a special co-host by the name of Prevail.
How you doing?
How you doing, Prevail? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What up, though? I'm Prevail. I'm a recording studio owner. I worked on a couple albums, couple future albums. Nicki Minaj. Helped start that club, Downtown Society, and I'm starting a new club now.
Nice. So y'all know how we do. We always have a letter. And today we got one, again, about getting flued out. So let's talk about it. Dear crazy bitches, I got flued out and things ain't go as planned. Unfortunately, he got a one-way ticket and I got stuck out there. Y'all, was I crazy to trust him? I'm just saying.
I feel, number one, I feel like you should always have a backup plan. Always have some money. Google, get ready to get on Expedia, just in case things don't work out the way that you plan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Personally, she shouldn't be ever stranded. Like, if you getting flued out, I hope that you would have enough money to fly yourself back in, if need be. Like, you shouldn't just be getting flued out places and you can't, take care of yourself.
Right.
In the case of something unfortunate happening.
See, my mama told me, even on a date, you make sure you bring your own money because anything can happen. So if you know that you getting flued out and it's and third, like, first of all, he needs to have that round trip ticket before you even go out there. Okay? I'm sorry. You have to have that round trip. Matter of fact, send me the money and let me book it because ain't no way I'm going to get stranded somewhere and it's a whole other city. I may not know somebody. Yeah, you stupid to trust him.
Yeah, I agree. I'm confused. Why not get a round trip ticket, or how well did she know the person that was flying her out?
Yeah.
You gonna just get flew out by a stranger?
I mean, they do.
People do that.
So, but how well should you know somebody before you allow them to fly you out?
Me personally, I like good energy, so I want to know the person good enough to know if I'm bringing some good energy around me.
Okay.
So I want to talk for a minute. I want to get to know who I'm bringing to me. Other than that, I'd rather not have you around me.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
So, when you guys are getting flued out, or if you're flying somebody out, what are the expectations? Like,
it's hard to say, right? So, like, I'm very skeptical. I be watching too many TV shows and movies about taking and all this other stuff. But as far as, like, expectations or anything like that, I think that's where you talk about, like, getting to know somebody and this and that. You're not finna just meet me on social media and be like, hey, come out here. Who the fuck are you?
Have you done that before?
Have I met somebody on social media? No.
Okay.
No, I'm not into that. If I do, I'll probably talk to him for a minute, something like that. But just meeting some random person and then flying them out, no.
Yeah. I don't know why when I hear flued out, I just assume that the person wants to sleep with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you expect?
We all grown. So to be honest with you, sex is the easiest shit you can get, whether you fly a person out or not. So I fly a person out for energy. I want to, I want to have some good energy around me. Plus, sometimes women come up with great ideas, especially in the field I was in. I flew more than I can count out. But we brought up for great energy. I mean, but I worked in the music industry. I flew some females to Paris with me in Future. But
why you didn't call me?
But you'll be shocked how the good energy come up with good songs for them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or sometimes you do it for good energy. But we all grown. Sex normally ain't the last thing you need to do. That last 15 minutes, the time around them lasts the whole trip.
Yeah,
that's true. That's a good point. I don't know. For me, I've never been flued out, but that's because too. I just feel like they're gonna want sex, and I'm gonna be like, about
majority
that.
do. Majority do.
I don't know, and it's just like it feels kind of prostitutish
to
me.
exchange.
Just a little like that exchange.
I just think make sure you're attracted to whoever you dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a prostitutish thing. Just be attracted to the person. It's better than screwing a broke motherfucker ain't got shit.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
Women
Absolutely.
do that every day and really fuck with these niggas that ain't got nothing and be happy.
So why do you think that? I think as women we're so caught up in that, right? Like, we will sleep with a dude for less, like broke dudes on the street on 7 Mile. But then when it comes like a guy like, oh, I want to fly you out and do this, and then they expect sex, and we like,
It's the same broke mentality that they install in all black people for everything, for business, for everything. They installed that in us years ago, and we're bringing it on and keep causing generational curses with it. We think it's okay to see a Kim Kardashian fucking on camera end up being a billionaire. You ever seen the weddings in other countries where they don't even know each other, but they make sure the motherfucker got their shit together? Here, come marry my daughter. So we're the only culture that that let our young ladies fuck with anything. They'll breed with anything. You know what I'm saying? Why let your beautiful young daughter breed with a broke motherfucker?
Yeah. Ouch. That's true though.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then we scream generational wealth. Generational wealth starts there.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
deep.
You gotta go across the country, get flued out for that.
Right.
So I'm just confused. Why not? But the craziest thing, even about our gender, even when a woman do be smart enough to deal with somebody that got some money, the dumbest shit they do is get material shit. You know what I'm saying? The dumbest shit ever. Why would you get material shit from a motherfucker when you can get some knowledge to get more shit for the rest of your life?
Yeah, that's
So
true.
a woman would think they're using somebody, but the petty shit that you getting, we'll donate that shit to charity. The smartest thing you can get from a man is knowledge.
Wow,
You know what I'm saying? The purses get old, the clothes get old, the car get old. The knowledge gonna keep you getting shit forever.
Teach a man to
So,
fish.
but that comes with a lot of our black women. But if you look at some of the other cultures, even when we date or even when we bring in other culture women, they searching for knowledge. And anything else you get from other than that is a bonus for them.
Wow. Yes.
Wow. I never even thought of it like that.
Me either.
It's the same old saying they say about fishing. That's just like a motherfucker. Just here go y'all some fish. Y'all eating some good fish, and after that, y'all gonna have to come to me to get more fish.
Right.
Here go some more good fish.
Yeah.
But somebody got to be smart enough sooner or later. Like, damn, where you getting that fish from? How you getting
How
it?
you do that?
And now they can get the fish and feed it to whoever they want. They got it for the rest of their life.
That's
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's a good exchange if you get knowledge. It's a horrible exchange if you getting gifts.
Yeah.
But
sure.
So do you feel like more often that's what you run into all the time? You're not running into people that you could possibly. So okay, we had a conversation the other day, and you gave me an analogy, and I thought that was the craziest thing I ever heard, and it actually blew my mind. You talked about the flower pots.
Yeah.
So about the investing and stuff.
Yeah.
You feel like some of the women, most of them are just like fun times. Give me a bag, give me this, and it's like they're going about their way. But do you ever rarely meet women who are like, listen, I'm here trying to do this, and this?
I've met a couple, but it's a few. A lot of I think a lot of women you come across is beautiful. They out for a fun time, and I think after so long, once they reach a certain age, then they be more about business and stuff like that. And I think that just comes with being a human. I think they say, what is it, around the age 25, you develop
the frontal lobe,
and you get better understanding. I just think that some of them is just young, and some of them never had nothing.
Right.
So
take time to get to the point.
And it's amazing how many women out here that just don't know what they want to do. So even you can try to invest in something, but they have nothing for you to invest in. So ain't nothing left but to get
a
butt
bag.
sex.
Right.
See, hey, listen.
Take me on a trip, I guess. So when women are flued out, are they expected to stay with you, or do they get their own spots, or how does that work?
If I fly somebody, I like them to have their own space because I might see something else I want to fuck around with.
Oh,
that's how it be.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hell yeah, they get their own space.
I mean, I agree. Like,
Why not?
Yeah.
Why would you? You know what I'm saying? Let them get their own space. Let them have fun. I'd rather for you to bring. I always ask to bring a friend, bring a girl, so y'all can go hang out.
Busy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Okay. That's true. Cause I got flued out before. I got flued out a couple times, but I was smart about it. Like when you think of the stigma, like getting flown out and all this other stuff, you do think about like the exchange of sex. Right. You know, like if I'm gonna get flown out, like you know. But for me, it was like, okay, I got flown out, but listen, I need my own space, and my friends coming. So it wasn't like me getting flown out and spending the night with him for real, or like even having sex with him. Like it ain't that, because if that's the case, I could just fuck somebody in my city. I don't need to like, go out there and just like fuck somebody else. But then you have men out there like, oh, if I'm flying you out, you fucking. But why? Like, okay, then I just won't come. Like, fuck somebody else who look like me out there or some shit. Or fly somebody else out. But if I'm just trying to like have a good time. And then you got certain men who are like, you need to go 50-50 with me. Either I buy the flight there and you buy the flight back, or I go half and half.
No,
there are men who think that.
Does that count as flued out though at that point?
No, that don't count as being flued out.
I guess like
yeah, that don't make sense.
But there's some men who think that way though, like right. So they'll think like, oh, I did like fly you out, whatever the case might be. But you have to show me that you're like into me as much as I'm into you. Some men have that logic.
That's like a vision.
That's some men have that logic.
I don't know what type of men that talk like that. That's not a such
there's
thing.
Men that like that do that shit, and I just be like, that's weird.
Because if a person got their shit together and they fly you out, you gonna want to fuck them regardless.
Well, yeah.
If a person, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, so you're saying though, if you get flown out, you gonna want to fuck them regardless?
A woman's supposed to want to fuck the person to fly him out. If you don't, shit, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's your loss.
Yeah. So he's saying that you shouldn't even want to be blown out with somebody that you don't want to have. Don't have any sexual.
Yeah, why would you want to go? Yeah,
with.
Why would you want to be around somebody you ain't got that chemistry with?
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Because flowing out is something being good. I mean, to hang out what?
Go on a trip.
It's still personal.
It's a free trip though.
Like, I'm infamous to be a hangout queen. Like I'm the hangout queen, the cuddle queen, and then so much fun.
Then bring a fun girl with you.
That's right. That's what I'm saying.
But
like,
I do have a fun friend for you.
Yeah.
I ain't just because I got flown out. Like, because I got flown out and I wasn't attracted to the gentleman.
Then why go?
Because it's a free trip and me and my girls are going.
You should value your time more than that.
But that was though.
Wow. No, do you know? I mean, do you know?
No, not recently.
No, I'm just
like
even
in
then.
general.
Do you understand the value of time?
Yeah.
You might have been. You know how long you gonna be on this earth? That might have been the last minutes of your life you just gave to a stranger when you could have been around somebody you love. Wow. Fuck that fun. You could have been making some money.
Well, yeah, I should have thought about that when I was 23.
So, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, I didn't sacrifice fun for money or sacrifice fun for my time. Once you realize how short we really got on this earth,
no, that's some real shit though. Yeah,
man. So let me ask you this: if somebody decides like, "Hey, I'm gonna fly myself out. I'm gonna come because I just want to see you," is there a different respect level for that person? Like, do you feel different?
I'm not gonna let
them?
that happen though.
Just because that's the type of guy you are, like, no.
I just don't think, I'm just different. I don't think that a female should have to spend her money if a guy got his shit together.
Oh. Well, there's this. No. I'm not even
Okay, so let me ask you this. How you feel about couples going 50-50 on stuff?
I don't think couples supposed to go 50-50 on stuff. I mean.
So if somebody's your woman.
I pay for everything and she can put her money up and invest in something or come up with some great ideas or something like that.
That's a word right there.
I just think that she's supposed to come up with great ideas, put it in the bank, do whatever. A guy I just grew up different. I'm a little older.
Are you from Detroit?
Yeah. I grew up different. I grew up in an era where we had to get up off our ass and get nice cars and get nice rims. We had
to get a woman.
Just to get a woman. And we in an area where there's only so many good women, so you had to be one of the ones to get that one. Wow. So I just grew up in an era where a guy paid for everything. You can ask any woman that ever dated me. She never had to spend money on nothing.
Different.
Yeah, they want you to go halvesies.
No real man's gonna. I don't want to offend nobody, but ask you to go for on what?
But see, and I had this conversation with a guy who, and he's does well for himself. Like
he's a multi-millionaire asking.
If he's a multimillionaire, he shouldn't ask you to go half on nothing. But
that was my thing. 'Cause it's like, how you gonna go?
Expect me to?
All right, like I can't even afford your.
Maybe I can go with 8.
But there are some guys that come that's probably getting out of jail or on a come up or trying to do something, and guys like that, maybe you might need to hold them down for a minute for them to be able to take care of everything. But
you got to recognize who that is. Not
you got to know the person. That's the thing is we all try to fit in with people that's not meant for us. Shit, I do it still. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But personally, I always thought a guy's job was to take care of everything.
I feel it. I feel it. Even if you're the type of woman to be a go-getter, to be like you said,
if you're the type of woman that's a go-getter, then let's invest in something together, or let me invest in you, or let's build something together.
So you take care of the foundational stuff.
Yeah.
She that money.
That's what you help run the business.
Right,
But
yeah.
like I said, it's a
lit.
culture thing. Our culture don't know how to latch on, especially here. But if you go to Atlanta and other places, you can see Black people doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once a woman gets flown out, she doesn't pay for any expenses, the food,
Like,
the
If you
dinner,
if you got enough money, I mean, if you bringing somebody there, they don't supposed to pay for shit.
Just
That's the whole
leave
purpose
your
of
So
business.
what if she be like, I
And-
want to go get my nails done real quick? So
You go get go get the nails done. That's a cheap shit.
well, she's like, I want a bag.
Bags not that cheap.
Like,
I done bought quite a few of those. They not that cheap. So you just not, yeah.
is that for like lady friends that are
you done felt the
Bags
energy.
is for somebody that I care about and I'm investing in.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And even then, I talk to her and let her know. You know what I'm saying? That you could be doing something else. You want to take the bag
right.
money and do something else, or do you want the bag? And if she want the bag, she's just a dummy that wants something for the moment.
Shoot, I was just gonna ask you, like, how do you view?
Like, what if I want both?
Oh, that's a good one.
Then if you want both, then there's other qualities you got. You got to have the right looks. You got to have the right personality. You have to have. I might look at you there. I might want to be with you.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So there's
Okay.
nothing wrong with wanting both, but the problem with a lot of people is they live beyond their means, and that's why
Yeah.
motherfuckers run around here broke. That's why motherfuckers worried about recessions and everything else. A lot of people live beyond their means. So if you need this $5,000 or $6,000 Chanel bag, what the fuck else do you have? And if you don't have nothing but that, then you're another one of the dummies. So it's gonna be short lived. I do it, but it's gonna be real short. I'm gonna use you
Right.
for all the energy and fun I want, and I'm gonna move to somebody I really want to be with.
Dang.
So then when you come to gift giving, so now you're in a relationship or this person is your person. So isn't that like not an automatic thing? Like, or you're gonna buy him a Michael Kors bag? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Michael Kors, but you know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't buy a Michael Kors bag. That might be a little too cheap.
I'm not gonna offend people.
I was like-
No, but I'm just saying. So like,
the
if we
cheapest
say,
I might go is the YXL.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, so
YSL,
when you're
my
at a
bad.
certain caliber, or you're dating a man of a certain caliber, and you like nice things, and it has nothing to do with showing off, but like, you know, like, oh, I need a new purse, like.
I mean, I've done. There's nothing wrong with it,
I'm
but you just
like-
have to bring something to the table to make that worthy. I just did it for a female I like, but I grew up around a lot of people that like to survive, and she's a different race. I guess she grew up on a lot of love, so I enjoy the hugging, the loving. You know what I'm saying? And it made me want to do nice shit for her.
Wow.
It's just because I didn't get it from, you know what I'm saying, the woman that I
Right.
was dating. So if a person want to be with you, they don't care about that. But it got to be a point where it stops and we got to start focusing on something that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So, my-
That's the reason I just broke up with him, because of the same girl. I broke up with her because after a while it didn't make sense. I had to
She
sit
just
back-
kept.
not that she kept asking,
Okay.
because I'm the type of person that I give. You know what I'm saying? So it's not
Okay.
that she kept asking, it's just that it had to make sense after a while.
right.
Okay.
Where is this going? What is the purpose? You know, and then
Okay.
maybe the fun and shit is over with. It's time to move to something else.
Right. Like, what more do you want than just?
Yeah.
Just like all women want the right guy, all men want the right woman. It's just that we haven't found it yet, so we out here doing our thing.
So you find the right woman, you're not flying no more people out.
Why?
Wait, what?
He said, "Why?
Yeah.
He
Why
said,
would
why would you? Right?
Yeah, why would I?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
If I
okay.
found the right person,
He was like, "Wait,
if
you
I
gonna say
found-
why?"
if I found the right person, why would I
Okay.
fly somebody else out? Now,
Right,
now I got
right.
somebody I can invest in and build with.
Yeah,
It's just
but-
that if you want to know the truth,
Yeah.
I think it's difficult to find that here because our women here, once they reach a certain age, it seems like they don't like to take care of themselves.
Oh.
So it forces us successful men to date younger women.
Wow.
Y'all don't just prefer younger women, just
It's
off.
not us. No, who
Okay.
prefer anything? We don't prefer. We like beauty. First thing that a man go for is beauty.
Yeah.
And
That's
just so
true.
happen these younger girls keep themselves up a little bit more. They're more beautiful. And if some here, because you can see in other states, it's a lot of older women that's fucking gorgeous.
Nikki Murphy, Lord.
Yeah, but I just don't see it much here.
She loves some Nicki
I know.
Murphy.
Yeah, I understand.
That's but I don't know. I'm like, and when you say like older women, like what age? What
Yeah,
age
what's
we
older?
talking?
You figure
Because what are you, 22, 23, 22?
Okay.
Just like that. He's like, okay.
I would say I would consider older, maybe 30 something and up. Yeah.
Okay.
In the younger, probably in
I
the
need to
20s
figure.
or something like that. But it just forces us guys to date or fuck with them because they keep themselves up. They're beautiful. They keep themselves up a little bit more. They're fun. They got great energy. You know what I'm saying? I think by the time they get a certain age, they get a certain age, they damaged. And you don't want that bad energy around you.
Okay. So let me ask you this. When you fly these women out, do you trust them around, like bringing them to your space? Or do they get set up in hotels? I mean, or like, because that's
I wouldn't
flying them
if
out.
I
Getting
fly
trust.
somebody out, I wouldn't fly somebody to my home. If I'm flying you out, I'm flying you out somewhere else where we on vacation somewhere.
Ah, okay. So
Okay,
not
it's
actually
never
coming
in
to
your
your
personal.
No, yeah, I won't care. Yeah, I wouldn't fly.
Wow. So
To get to my personal space, I got to personally fuck with you.
So
Yeah.
once somebody's been to your space, that's like game over.
I fuck with them. Yeah, so if somebody
Wow.
make it to my personal space, I'll organically fuck with them.
Gotcha.
But flying somebody here, I wouldn't fly nobody here. We can go meet somewhere else.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When was the last time you flew someone out?
Maybe a couple months ago, I
Okay.
flew a couple people to. We went to the Virgin Islands and hit the different islands.
That's nice.
Right.
We went to St. Thomas.
She's like, still,
How
to St. John,
How-
just different islands. Yeah.
how would one get on the list of fly out prospects?
Fluation.
Basically, just like what y'all got to be somebody you vibe with, somebody you you know what I'm saying, you're attracted to, you vibe with, somebody you want to be around.
Okay.
You know? Cause y'all women always think about sex. What the fuck, we can fuck an hour, but we gonna be here fucking 3 days.
Right.
A week. So
Not if
a
that.
person got to have something else to make you want to stay around them that long.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So-
interesting.
When you have a significant other or just one of your lady friends and say it's their birthday and they want not only to be flown out to some kind of exotic island, but they want their girls to come too, is that an option?
Yeah.
No, are you paying for
You
the girl?
celebrate- you celebrate the girls.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do
and then
that anyway.
And then
yeah.
but what about the girls? They got to bring their wallets.
Nah. I mean, I do that anyway.
So how many-
I'd rather that.
How many friends do they get to bring?
Probably maybe 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a healthy
Yeah.
amount.
Okay.
Healthy amount. Lauren's like, I'm
and
counting
if
right
she
now.
my significant other or somebody I'm fucking around with, she know not to go past a crazy limit.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't. It's like those ladies or those people you take out to a fancy restaurant. They ordering all kind of stuff they never had before.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind restaurants. If we go to the restaurant, I'm gonna fuck if the bill 10,000, order whatever you want to eat. It's food.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
I always feel like you always, like you
Speaking of
said,
food.
bring your, like, I feel like if you can't afford it, just in case he was to be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then never came back.
I don't care. I don't care if I go to a restaurant. You can eat whatever you like,
Okay.
and then your friends
That's
can eat
funny.
whatever you
I
like.
literally just had a conversation with somebody about that. She was out in a different country, met a guy, and he was a professional soccer player. And he was like, asked her out. And she kind of was like, you know, okay. She, of course, went on Instagram. It was verified, you know, who he was. But she was like, they were kept bringing out all this food. And she was just like, I can't eat all this. Like, what's going He was like, it's for you to sample, not to get full. And he was like, she was nervous because she was like, I didn't want to order nothing crazy because they were like, what if I had to pay for it? But, it all, of course, worked out
That's
good.
damage. Why do y'all think like that?
Because it is. She's a young black woman. Like, she's in her 20s. So, early 20s. So, but it is, I think we probably are, a lot of us black women are probably extremely, I don't want to use the word damaged, but
Damaged, cautious.
If a woman has to pay
nervous.
for it, it's something wrong with her personality. It's something wrong with her as a woman. And and then she probably trying to blame it on a guy being fucked up. What did she do to make a guy feel he had to do that?
not pay.
Wait,
Do you know how fucked up? Do you know how bad of an attitude or bad of a personality you have that got to make a guy feel that way?
to not want to pay for
Yeah,
it.
that's unbelievable.
Hey.
But what
Because that little money not shit.
Maybe I misunderstood. I feel
So,
like
so basically, if I'm a guy, I take you to a restaurant, and then you order all this fancy stuff, and then I don't pay for you. He's saying like, what did you do? There's gotta be something wrong with you.
What personality did make
for me
a
to
person
not
feel
want
that
to pay
way? You know what I'm
for
saying?
your like, because we coming from
She's
his
processing.
perspective where
I am processing.
his perspective is when you take a woman out, she's not touching her wallet. So that's already his thought process from the beginning. So for him to not pay for your food, you had to have done something for him to feel like you rubbed him the wrong way or something.
Where that conversation had to be really fucked up. Something had to go
make
really
him be like,
bad
I'm
to
not
make a
paying
guy.
for your food.
Because it's like he brought you there. So
Yeah, me personally, I've had those bad conversations before. I pay for it and just don't know that she talked to me for the last time. But some women have really fucked up priorities, really fucked up conversation. And say really bad vibes. And you be like, man, fuck this shit.
You'll pay, but like, I ain't seeing her
Yeah,
again.
I feel like I need to know like the whole story.
But in order for a guy to go that extreme, something went wrong. It had to be an argument. Something had to go wrong. A guy not just going to randomly.
But I think it might be back to like said that I think for most women that's never happened, but for whatever reason, like said, the damage and the trauma, we'll say trauma, that we've experienced when it comes to dating and men, you're just always on guard. Like I was talking to somebody, they were saying how it's only black women who, when something so simple, but when a guy opens the door for them, they always touch it. Because you don't think that he's going to keep it open for you. You're going to think it's gone. He just opened it just enough so you can grab it, girl. Like, and so I think it's that trauma that we just, and it maybe not even us, but just like pass down.
I agree.
You know?
I think every woman because I like to open the door, but every woman I try to open the door for either try to beat me to the door or, like you said, touch it. I'll be like, that motherfucker, chill out.
Let me be.
But,
so I think it's that trauma. So it's not even necessarily that it would actually happen or you ever been on a date and the guy hasn't paid, but you just in the back of your mind, it's just this fear. Like,
but you should never bring old trauma to new people.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, like, me personally, I don't give a fuck what you did before you met me. I don't give a fuck who you fucked before you met me. I care about what you do while you with me because I feel I can, fuck with you from there.
Yeah. Go back to what we were talking about before with the restaurants. I just got to share this funny story. I was very young, early 20s, and I was dating this professional basketball player in Canada. So I went to visit him in Toronto. He took me to the top of the CN Tower, and it was like this fancy restaurant. And this is funny to me because like you're ignorant until you learn, right? So I'm thinking like he's like, "What do you want on the menu?" I'm like, "Oh, I want the lobster and the lamb chops." And in my head, back at home, we go to our clubs and stuff. Let me get the steak and lobster dinner. Let me get the, you think you're going to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that. He like, you sure that's what you want? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm wondering, why is he acting like that? They bring out a whole lobster, a whole lamb, like literally, like, and then I'm like, oh, I look so stupid right now. I look like one of those people that's never been out, and I just ordered all this fancy stuff, and no one person could eat that whole. It was like a whole thing, and I just felt
Why do you care?
I care because I'm like, dang, I look like you must have never been out to eat before, and it was embarrassing.
You can be honest with the person. You know what I'm saying? Why not just be honest?
I don't think I said anything to him. It's just afterwards. I just in my mind was like,
I'm pretty sure
I
he
look
didn't
like
mind.
an idiot. He didn't mind. He paid for it with no problem. But
I mean,
still,
he's trying to date you. He'll go fuck what you order.
Yeah, he didn't
Do you
care.
think that we as women think too much?
I think y'all think way too much
about everything.
About everything, way too much. That don't make no sense.
It don't make no. All right.
Well, this was a very eye-opening conversation, but ladies, and gentlemen, we have to wrap it up. Prevail, we thank you so much for, dropping some knowledge with us. Yeah, I'll be prepared next time I get flued out. For sure. Whenever that may be.
Flued out.
Yeah, so, I need good energy, though. Good vibes before I get flued out.
That's the whole purpose of being flued out. Just good vibes. Yeah.
And then we'll just see from there.
Yeah. You just want to be around good people and good vibes.
And people you're attracted to.
Yes, absolutely. I have to be attracted to you. She's like, not so much.
I
do. But,
I agree. You're trying to enjoy life.
Yes. But ladies, so just remember, though, next time, you're somewhere talking to somebody and they say to you that you're a crazy bitch. Sometimes you could, you might want to ask yourself, am I? Because I don't know. Because I don't think so. I think I'm good. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.